Our Edge of the Week segment tonight, as we reported last night, some far-left loons demonized President Trump for bringing the widow of slain Navy SEAL Ryan Owens to the speech Tuesday night.
This poor woman, this widow who has lost her husband, she is in desperate grief right now.
She's in love with her husband still.
And in love with her husband.
And what did you think of
and to use that as just put another notch on his belt. And
Yes.
what's he thinking about? My ratings.
And how many?
Record applause. Record
What is it?
I'm going to get an Emmy for this. Most applause for a dead soldier on my watch. I mean, this is the sickness of this man.
You're now Judge Jeanine Pirro. You see your Saturday nights at 9 p.m. You know, look, I think we all know, and we don't have to really discuss that man. All right, we know who he is, we know what he does, and the fact that he can sit there on national television and say this vile stuff, you know, look, and if you patronize, you know, the people who give him a forum, that's up to you. But the general thing, he's not alone. He's not alone. You know, this prop using the woman, this kind of thing. It's despicable.
Well, it's not only despicable, but it is blatantly political, it's transparent, it is disgusting, and it's small. But more than that, it's part of their agenda. It's divisive. And you know, I just want to say one thing. For that man to look at this woman and call her a poor woman, and to say that she's being used. I mean, first of all, Moore ought to know that she's not a poor woman. She could take him, if you look at those guns, in a second. She is a strong, brave woman. And the fact that Congress, both houses, applauded tells me that both sides of the aisle understand the respect that we as Americans owe to members of the military. That man is fringe. And everyone else who's criticizing this widow and also the widows of all of those killed in the military.
I'm just wondering what the presidents of the networks that do this are thinking, because we're going to roll another piece of tape, and this is on ABC News. Go.
I thought that was so exploitive. I thought he exploited that widow. My God, how do you exploit the woman who is grieving over the loss of her husband, the father of her children, when you sent him there without the appropriate ground support?
You know,
one time, that woman has no idea what that mission was, number one. So she's speaking about something she doesn't know. And to imply that this widow is incapable of making her own decision about where to go and how, you know, to basically grieve about her husband is so insulting to her and other women, is it not?
It is, and for a woman to make that claim and say she's being exploited as if she can stand in the shoes of Karen Owens, the wife of the Navy SEAL, is quite presumptive.
So you've got to think, you know, in the halls of power at these networks, I mean, do they have any... Are they hearing this kind of thing?
Bill,
I can't. I worked at ABC, and it was a while back, but
Bill,
it could never have happened when I was there.
It's about ratings now.
That show's dying.
Well, maybe that's why they're doing everything they can.
You think that's going to get ratings?
I don't think so, but I don't think much of that comment or anything that they say
it's
there.
just so. I think that turns off 85% of the American public. They're going the same thing you and I are going. This is outrage.
It is outrage, and 78% in the Snap poll, said that, you know, we do owe her. They had a positive reaction.
Right.
And these people are small, divisive. They have an agenda. And you know what, Bill? It's going to play out for the next 4 years.
And I think they'll destroy themselves. I really do. I'm of the opinion that this crew, this far left crew, is going to destroy themselves.
I agree.
Judge Pirro.